Hello, welcome back. Okay, so this video specifically is going to be on utilizing this center column. So you click on a slide, up comes the content for that slide. Okay, and today we're going to talk about how that's designed as well as how to use the properties and attributes column over here. So first of all, let's look at this slide. Notice that first, there is no bottom limit on this. Right now, this is the bottom of the slide just because that's where the end of the content is, but it's not like PowerPoint where that's the end. Okay, so you could add in, if I wanted to copy this and make I can just keep on adding in whole new sections if I like, and just add it to the bottom down there. And it will just keep on making the page as long as I want it to be. So that's pretty cool. It's just basically an HTML5 page, but you can have it as long as you like. So part two, the way that these pages are designed, everything on the page is in block format or row format. So if I click on this text block up here, it's a row. It goes from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. It fills up an entire row. This pictures right here is a row. It's not just a picture. Okay, and so you need to think in rows. You can copy and paste a row, right? You can duplicate a row. You can't actually copy and paste individual objects. It won't let you do that. So it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. And so anyway, something to think about. So when you're looking at a row, right now in this row I see a title and some text, right? Well, if I click on that row and I look over here in the attributes and the properties, here's the components that are currently showing, title and body. Well, I can add a subtitle, right? I can add a button or two or three, right? I can add, or not add a card, but make this into a card, which is what they call that. So any row has these components that can be added or removed from them. Okay, any row, I'm going to put the body back in here, any row also can have a design applied to it, and they depending on what it is, so text blocks have a ton of options. So you have the default, you have a bunch of different object styles that you can click on over here, and I think there's just a ton of these things. So you can just sort of go back and forth and play with those guys. I don't even think I've gone through all these at some point, but that's for text specifically. If I click on the next block or row, it is now a block full of images. So of course it wants to know, I've got 2 images, that's what this is here, but I want 3 or I want 4, right? You can have as many, or you can have up to 6, I think, images right here, but you're talking about that row, that whole block, how is it instituted? Up here, you might want to play with the indentation of the row, right? You have design options for the row, so you can click on these different design objects and see how the design might look with your choices. And it definitely does matter, the number of images that you selected on what this looks like. So you can play with that. Okay, and when you do have images, so if you look in the middle of any one of these images, whether it's this image, or if I scroll down here a little bit more, you have one of your character images. Right in the middle right here, you have this icon that looks like an image, and that's what you click on to be able to alter that image. Okay, so you can either use built-in assets for that object, or you can go system and use your own images, right? And so for the assets, this would just be what other characters do they have available of that same style. So I click on assets there's a ton of different characters. Okay, and in fact, I think within any single one person, you have a bunch of different forms as well. So you can click on that, you can replace that, and takes about 10 seconds or so for this one. I don't know why, but it will come up and it will replace that lady with the character that you chose here before. So that will take just one more second, and we will move on. And 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Wow, that's crazy. There we go. All right. Okay, so up here, and so the same thing up here. Any one of these images, you can alter that with any picture from your system that would have any pictures, etc., that you had done. So you can do that, and that is all for now.